This is an ESL classroom in my school, not mine, but another teacher. And she has some computers at the back, which are nice if you want to have students working on things. She has a bulletin board back here with student work displayed. And her area up front where the desk is, and you can see the student chairs, and there's one table over there, I suppose as needed. And then in the front of the room there is a whiteboard and also a smart board that can be used so we can use the technology. I also like that the teacher has a lot of authentic realia that she has had from maybe visits, travels, or gifts from students. So, such as the giant piñata up there. Teacher also has, kind of a word wall going on up at the front, as well as the expectations that we have in classes. And then over here are some other student work and where they were talking about writing research papers. And then you see she has books and some more books behind me. So this classroom is set up in such a way, hopefully, that the students want to, learn English, and they're surrounded by opportunities to read lots of books as well. Okay, for this lesson, my objectives are to give the students time to review some old vocabulary. So we will review, students will listen to vocabulary consisting of hobby languages as well as past tense verbs. They will recognize that vocabulary. Then they will listen to and we will read a blog entry written by a native English speaker. Then we will be looking at examples of various blogs to help the students identify components that they find in a blog. After reading some verbs in the past tense sentences, students will try to write a sentence or two in past tense about their hobbies. And then the end goal is to have the students write a blog of their own where they would tell about their hobbies and write in past tense about something that happened, similar to the example they were given, if we have enough time to get to that. Okay guys, for today we're writing your journal entries about my favorite hobby. So I want you to write an entry telling about your favorite activity or a hobby, so it's something you like to do, right? If you answer these questions, that might help you to think of some things to write. Okay? So, do you guys have free time? Like, when do you have free time?
When we don't have school.
When you don't have school?
When we don't have homework.
Yeah. Homework. So is there some free time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Sometimes people are like, I have no free time.
Yes, they are. I will do it.
Right? They whine. They complain. Right? They just always. That's all. Alright, so I'll give you guys about 2 minutes or so to write that.
I'm thinking.
You're thinking. Do you have anything that you're thinking about? Any question?
Anyway.
What is your favorite thing to do?
My favorite.
What?
I like to play soccer.
So you can talk about that. What you like about it. Do you like doing the sport? Do you like having friends that you talk to?
Yeah. I like friends.
So that would be what's most important. So sometimes it could be you do other things with your friends. Do you go shopping?
Yes. I like. Yeah.
Shopping is fun.
Yeah.
With the right friends who are nice.
So you think now the question?
No, you can just go look when you do shopping. Window shopping. Right? So you look and you're like, I want that. No money. Oh well, let's try it on. No money. Oh well. I do that. Sometimes. Actually, my children like to dress me up more than I do. My girls, they say, Mom, try this on. Mom, wear this. So it's like I'm a big Barbie doll for my children, and they like to dress me. That's their hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. opera, when it's, when the people on TV have like big problems all the time, that's a novella. We usually say more like a soap opera in English, a novella instead of, we call it. I don't remember why. It used to be that it was like opera, like it's drama, oh no! And soap, like, because it used to always be soap commercials, because it was for women. So they thought women would want to buy soap. So we call them soap operas. You could also maybe call them just a drama, right? Because it's very serious. If it's very serious. What else? Lots of sports. Very fun. Okay, I tried to find some things I thought you might like to talk about. Pictures of some things. Video game. I should have put some video game. What did you say you like? Well, soccer. I like soccer. My daughters play soccer. My husband used to play soccer. I hurt my foot playing soccer. But it was fun. It doesn't erase the same way. I'm like, I wanted to erase, but we'll just leave it. It's okay. That's no fun. Alright. So I thought of some other things that maybe you might like to do, and I wanted you guys to look with me and see if you know them. Let me give you first the paper. So I thought if I give you the words, you guys could write pictures if you don't know what I'm talking about. Or you could explain it. You could write it in whatever language you want to. Not French. I'm not going to teach you French today. Another day. Let me know. I will teach you French. Today we'll do English. So on the front side, no, c'est pas ça. Sorry, French comes out. No. So on the front side, which is actually the back side, the way I'm handing it to you, it says hobbies at the top. For your hobbies that you like. And we will go through the vocabulary. Or if you think of something else, you can tell me something else to put at the bottom. Alright. So, and my objective. I should tell you what, because I know Mrs. Farley always does objectives too. And I had to, well, I made them very detailed. I tried to be very specific. But mostly we're going to do some vocabulary for hobbies. We're going to talk about how to write about things that already happened in the past, because my hobby that you're going to read about, I wrote all about it, but it was in the past. So I want to make sure you can do that. And then I'm going to show you about how to look at blogs. Have you ever heard of blogging? What is a blog? If you go on the internet, people write blogs, and so we're going to look at some examples. And you can see what some people have written about. Mine is an example that I could put on the web, on the internet, but it's not right now. And then things that we'll do is you guys will listen to the vocabulary, and then you will listen to an entry, my blog. I will read it to you. We will look at some other ones. And then we might try to get to writing one, if we can today. All right. So I put down some of the words, and then I started to think, I'd rather give you this paper, this with the pictures, and this one with the words. So the first one, playing baseball. Have you guys ever played baseball? Yes? No? Yeah. See, this is what I like. So this is what my hobby is about, is baseball. So we'll talk about it more. Play soccer. Some of you guys like soccer. Yeah. Do you ride a bicycle? Yeah. Is it fun? Do you like it? Some people do and some people hate it, right? What do you think they're doing? Track. Yeah, running, track. This one was easy. Swimming. Yeah. Have you ever done like swimming on a team? Or do you just do for fun?
Just for fun.
That's what I would do too. I don't want to, do you know they get up very early to do swimming on a team, like 5 a.m. It's not fun for me. What are they doing? Tennis. Yeah. Do you know how to play tennis? It's okay. It's hard.
If I hit the ball, it's go crazy.
Right. See, for me too. When I played tennis, I was used to baseball. So I wanted to hit it really hard. And then it would go out, and I would lose a point. Because you have to keep it inside the box on the ground, you know.
The net.
Those lines, yeah, it has to go over the net, stay inside these lines. You can't hit it very hard. So that's always good. Alright. I just like that one. What is he doing? Running or jogging?
And he's tired.
Yeah, he looks really tired. Cricket. Have you ever heard about cricket?
Yeah.
That's what was on the park, always playing, but we don't know where.
Yeah. It's kind of like baseball. This is what they play in England, Australia, other parts of the world.
India.
Sometimes here in India they play it too. My husband just started playing cricket, so I put in a picture for him because he's playing cricket now. So it's different sports. You guys, this one? Riding a horse? Do you ever want to? Sounds like fun.
Skate.
Skateboarding? Some might know.
Ours.
How about what they're doing here? Can you see what it is? Marching band? Have you ever wanted to do a band? You like to do music? So this was like maybe if you play in a band. Or here, what might you like to play? Maybe not in a band, but
Organ.
a piano or a keyboard,
Guitar.
the guitar,
I like
and the
guitar.
drums, yeah.
I play the
So-
guitar.
You can play the guitar. Very nice. I can't do it. I tried, but it hurts. I said no.
That's why you.
Yeah, I picked some music that might be K-pop and Korean music maybe, or other music from other places because we're here in the United States, but we can still listen to music from everywhere.
Yep.
So I found this picture too that I thought was very cool. It's a female mariachi band. I was like, that's very cool. So yeah, a lot of Mexican music, but then there's all sorts of different songs. And this is, I think, One Direction. Right? I don't know, I don't listen to it, but I hear people like it. Do you like to listen to music?
Yeah.
Not them, but other music? Do you like, what kind of music do you like?
Mexican.
Mexican music? Pop?
Black.
Latin music.
Latin? Rap? Yeah, some people like rap.
Burritos.
Mhm. So. Or do you like to sing? I like to sing. And this is like if you sing in a choir, right, you have to sing with everybody. Or you could be just in a band or by yourself. Do you sing maybe by yourself at home?
When I take a shower.
It's a good place to sing. Alright, and then this is supposed to be a TV, but I didn't like it, so what I found was all these names of TV shows. I don't know if you can see some of them. Chuck, Burn Notice, Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
So there, maybe you like to watch a lot of TV or sometimes TV. And then, can you see what this is? It's like a theater where you could go out to see something, either a movie, or sometimes theaters have real, like a play with real people, so you could go see that, and that's fun. And then, these are a bunch of movies. So if you just like to see movies,
We're at Home Alone.
yeah, there's a Home Alone, a Toy
Toy
Story,
Story.
Batman, Titanic. Alright, and then I added one in that I thought you might not know.
Oh,
Can you tell what they're doing?
my grandma likes to do
Me
that.
too.
Knitting. Knitting. Yeah.
I know how to do this.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, my grandma used to do shirts.
Yeah. So, and I found that one because I found a blog about how to knit, and so I thought, well, everybody has different things they like. So we've gone through everything on the list. Sounds like you guys know most of them. Is there anything else that you like to do that wasn't on the list that you might think of? Anything? Did I miss anything you might like to do? What? Basketball? It could be other sports too.
Volleyball, just like it.
Volleyball? What?
volleyball.
Volleyball?
Racing cars.
Race car. Some people like to watch race cars.
No,
Some people drive like race cars on the street when they're not supposed. Pool is fun, right? Do you know what else they call pool sometimes?
Billiardo.
Yes, billiards. You're right.
Hockey.
And video games I did not put on there. I forgot.
Hockey.
Video games are fun. Hockey is another sport. You guys
Skate.
are allowed to go.
Boxing.
Boxing. Oh, so that means taekwondo, right? Depending on like martial arts, Yeah, I can do. Probably shouldn't do it now, but I can. Okay, so, got some ideas of some hobbies, sounds good? So I think you guys would know how to talk about your favorite hobby, if I wanted you to write sentences about what you really like, right? Right. The next thing we're gonna look at is whatever's next. You can just flip over the paper. Because I was thinking that maybe we should double check past tense, so that when I say, hey, can you write a sentence about, maybe you did your hobby, maybe you did something with your hobby yesterday. Did you listen to some music that you liked yesterday? Did you play a sport yesterday? So if I wanted you to write about it, could you write with the past tense and talk about it like it happened yesterday? So I give you some examples up here and then also on this paper. So I talked to the teacher yesterday, so that way you know what happened already. I said yesterday. And also you know what happened already because what?
The Spanish name.
The ED, right? The ending. So we watched TV last night. That was one of my hobbies. I watched TV. She went to the mall last week for shopping, right? But went is not what it is in present. It's go, right? And then it changes to went. So I made a list of ones that are not the same from present tense to past tense. You can't just add ed and say I go. Although my daughter used to say it, right? When she was little, she said I go. And then this one too, I saw a movie. So I kind of thought that you guys had probably already worked on this, right? Talked about it before some, so you know. And I just wanted it to be a review and for you to have a list so that when you write it, it'll be beautiful. So can you guys think of a couple sentences? How about if I give you about 2 minutes and you could try to write at least one on your journal. Just add it to your journal. But make sure you say it in the past tense. So something you did yesterday with your hobby or last weekend with your hobby. Okay, so you might use the list to help you if you're not sure if it's. And then I'm going to write some up here. So I want you to tell me so I can write them. Or you can write it when you're done. I will let you write it. That'd probably be better. It's more fun if you write it. You just write one sentence in the past. So if you already did it,
Use
you want to write that one up there on the board with the marker. Which, okay. This stays a Y. Yeah. Yes. Just one pen. And then after she's done, you can write that one. So you could go to the mall.
Are you with me? No.
No shopping.
No, just really nice.
I can't find mine some days.
I find my case
Try
in my
again.
house.
It might start to write it. Oh, put it down and then pick it up again. Oh. Okay. Close it. Okay. One day my husband could not find his keys. He looked everywhere for his keys. Then he went to his car to get in his car. They were in his car. It was in the garage, so it was okay, but they were in the car.
Just like my dad, he liked the car and he go get, so he broke the window.
Do you know, I like my car. It is a smart car. If my keys are inside, it unlocks the door and it beeps at me. Like it's saying, hey, do not close the door, your keys are inside. It unlocks. It's a good car. Which helps me, because I would block my keys. Yeah. It's a Toyota Prius, so it's not too bad. The Prius yells at you. Yeah. Oh, I like that one. We should write that one. Do you want to write yours up? Yeah. Go. After him. Do you like to cook? Sometimes. Yeah. Do you make food? What kind of food do you like? Yeah. So like what? I'm trying to think of one of my things that my friends used to do. Yeah. want to write yours? Okay, and then you can write yours.
The green one doesn't work.
It's just to trick you. Yours. So we have some different things that you guys did. Some sports, also making a cake, finding keys to go do something, right? You can't do your hobby if you can't leave. So these are very nice sentences. And did you notice you guys had some irregular ones, right? Like made, found. And played is nice because it's easy. Maybe. Usually. Alright. So, I know, it's because I can't stop. I like to write.
Oh.
So you will see, I like to write. So I have up here my titles of my blog. Baseball helped me find something else I love. So when you have a hobby, maybe it will help you find something else that's your hobby. So then I wanted to address who I was writing to on the internet, my readers. People that come and read my blog just because they like it. Which I don't have, but you might have. Some people do. Today, I want to tell you about my favorite activity. I have always liked playing baseball. I know that people think girls should play softball, but I usually play baseball with my brother and cousins. You know the difference between baseball and softball? Baseball is smaller, it's harder, and softball is bigger. And usually they're slower, but I play baseball. We played in the summer at the park. Baseball can be a lot of fun for people when they know what to do. My youngest sister did not like baseball at first because she did not know how to play very well. One time when we were playing, my sister got so mad because she could not hit the ball. She was very little, so she could not. We tried to help her, but she didn't know the right time to swing the bat so the bat would hit the ball. So she would miss all the time. She would swing and the ball would just miss. And then she would swing and the ball would go under or over or. I wanted her to like baseball as much as I did, so I began to teach her about it. I showed her that I had to watch the ball the entire time. I told her to keep her arms up when the ball was coming towards her, because if you're like this, it's hard to. So I told her to keep her arms. And for 2 or 3 practice turns, I held her arms and helped her swing the bat and hit the ball. Then I went out to the field so I could be the pitcher. Do you know who is the pitcher in baseball? So I'm going to be the one throwing the ball for her. So it would be easy maybe if I throw it instead of my brother. I hoped I would do a better job throwing the ball over home plate. The first time, my sister missed the ball. The second time, she hit the ball, but it didn't go very far, just like to me hanging out there. The third time, she hit the ball past me. My brother tried to catch it, but he missed.
Ooh.
So then my sister got to run to first base. Luckily, the other team members could not catch the baseball, so she got on first base. She was safe. could not run as fast as some other people, so sometimes she might not have gotten to first base. I was so happy that my sister got to have some success playing baseball. She really liked it and kept playing after that. She played forever, college. I always liked helping people learn to do something. So baseball helped me to see that I could be a teacher. Next time I'll tell you more about another favorite hobby. Thanks for reading, and you're welcome to leave a comment telling about your favorite hobby. That's it. So that was my blog, so you can kind of see how I could write about it. Right? I wanted you to kind of read one that was nice and nice. All right there. The other ones that I looked at that are on the websites we're going to look at next, some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, some of them are very different. So I wanted us to have just a basic, if you were to write on your own paper, this is what it would look like on your own paper. So the next one, we'll see how they look on the internet so you can see what they're about. And we're just going to look quickly at some of them because you might like to. This one is about France. There's one about K-pop. There's one about soccer. This one's FIFA soccer. It's got a lot of the, actually it's got a lot of the video game right now, FIFA World Cup. This one is about how to draw, knitting, like we were talking about when you make things. And then a blog about trains. Some people like to build things for their hobby. So like this guy builds trains. So look at that one.
Let's do something.
We'll do the soccer ones, we will. Because I just want to show you how they can be different, but some things that are the same. Okay. So, again, they're on the internet, so he can put whatever he wanted on here. And he writes this one, I've been away on vacation for the last week. So that's all he wanted to tell people. The site has been offline, I'm now waiting to get it back up. And then he ends it with his name. Okay. And then usually, and then this is his title, and then down here he also had the date. So usually when you do it on the internet, they put a date there. I wanted to show you a longer one. That's all the same. So if you click on it, it goes to the same thing. I don't know if I can do it. So this is a longer one, where he's got more that he wrote. He put in a picture, and he was trying to show somebody how to do it. So he wrote a lot. But again, he liked to end it with David. And you can drop a comment or ask a question. So it's not just writing for me when you write a blog. You're also writing for the people that read it. So he says, leave a question. And then there's a date. And then sometimes you can see if there are comments. So if you really like the blog, you could read what other people said too. Or you could ask a question. You may get smaller. Like, maybe I do need this. So, I like the knitting one, but the internet likes to try to sell you things,
Right.
right? There's ads all the time. So this is really cute. This is a baby cocoon knitting pattern. And the picture's cute. Very nice. And then they wrote about how you can make it. Okay. See? Baby cocoon. And you can put the baby in it. And so I thought it was very nice, the pictures. And I wanted, so expecting a little bundle of joy. How about making this? And so it's like talking to you. And they just tell you how to make it. So that was cute. Alright. And did you notice that the first one, he told you about how to make trains. That one was about how to make things for knitting. This one is about art, and so it's got a lot of drawings. But he shows you all these drawings, which some of them look very nice. And then once you get to the end of the drawings, he talks about who is the artist. So this is not maybe how to draw, but how to look at these people who are drawing. and then it talks about it. So you have some different reasons for writing. Right, soccer ones. Yes. Maybe I'm on the wrong one. I think it looks like the video game for soccer. Yep. So it talks about it. And when sometimes if you see a blog and it says read more, that takes you to read the whole thing. So here you have the picture and I talk about it. And this one, the name of who wrote it is up here, and there is the date. So every time, right, there was name, date, here's your title, and they wrote. This one about the grape game. And then some more. My husband likes to play this. World Cup soccer. He plays the video game. Let's do this. So they just had pictures and words. This one, Super K-pop butterfly. It's still coming, okay. So she posts the videos. So she has some words, she talks about the songs, and then you can watch the video. We're not going to, for not enough time, but, you know, if this was something that you liked, you'd want to see the video, right, and hear it, because it's about music. Okay. I'm still thinking. Oh, I did the wrong one. I keep doing the one above it instead of below it. This last one I picked for me because it's about French. So it's actually kind of funny. This, oh no, I don't want to go back there. I'll go to the other one. Or maybe it's one. Yeah. Okay. Maybe one. All right. This says it's about onomatopoeias, which are those sounds when we write a word and we write the sound. So it talks about, you know, French versus English. So if you like to learn about language, you want to learn more about French. So it's a very different topic, I think. All right. Have you ever thought about writing a blog, like writing to share with other people on the internet? Facebook, you sort of do it on Facebook, don't you? You write on Facebook what you like, what happened, right? You write a post on Facebook.
I have blocked before.
Yeah. So the thing that's different, maybe this from Facebook, is that anybody can see it. People can just search on the internet soccer and they might find it. Or, you know, whatever it is that you write about. So if you wanted to have one about video games, like your favorite video games, or how to win, you know, when they have cheat codes for winning in video games, maybe you want to find that. You could find a blog, but anybody can see it. So we're going to talk about the parts of the blog, so that when we just talked about looking at all of them, the different things that you might see in a blog. So if you wanted to write one, you could do it. And they're free, and you can put out there, and anybody can see it. I actually have some that were about something that was my favorite thing, my children. So I put that up so that my mom could see it. Wherever she was in the world, she could watch. So. By the time I'll show you the answers. Alright, so how to write a blog. Why to write a blog? What is a blog? Right, we've talked about it. It's kind of an online letter. Which one out of the ones we looked at was your favorite one? The soccer one?
FIFA one.
FIFA one?
I can't remember.
Korean music? FIFA?
Music, art,
Yeah.
and other ones.
Yeah. So, and there was another soccer one, but that was more for people that are playing soccer in a certain area. It was like give people just if you sign up for our soccer here. So that's a different reason for writing. Alright, what else? Well, can you summarize your favorite blog? Tell us what it was about. The favorite one. Was it about?
Soccer.
Yes, but what about it? Was it
About the FIFA 2014.
okay? FIFA 2014 and
The World Cup.
the World Cup and the video games that might come out. Looked like it was a video game. You can pick more than one. What else could you say? Like if you like the knitting one, you could talk about